Vegas doesn't believe in slowing down, especially not between now and New Year's Eve. The big names just keep on coming. So I'm going to start with a few things before we get into September, because this is how we do it. First up, Backstreet's back again, and this time it's for New Year's Eve. They just extended their Sphere residency with 7 more shows, and I'll be the first one to say it. They're blowing everybody's socks off. I talked mad crap about this before they went on stage, and they are killing it. So if singing I Want It That Way with 18,000 people sounds like your kind of midnight moment, it's time to make those plans, baby, because those tickets are gonna go fast. Then, of course, there's Dolly Parton, who I've spoken about already, but I have to bring it up again. She's officially confirmed for 6 shows only at Caesars Palace this December. You know, big hair, big sparkle, and bigger than life experience and storytelling. Wink, wink. Anyway, she's about to take over the Coliseum. Be sure to get those tickets, and I heard they're not cheap. Leona Lewis is also stepping into the Vegas spotlight with a brand new holiday residency called A Starry Night at Voltaire. You know, think cozy vibes, ballads, and full winter wonderland from November through January, so stay tuned for more details. And before we move on, lastly, even though I'd really like to forget her, let's not forget, J-Lo is coming in with her Up All Night residency starting on December 30th. This is gonna be sequins and sweat and sparkle. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's over the top Vegas. You know how we do it here. So that's J-Lo, she's coming. Stay tuned for more details. And by the way, does anybody else remember that whole Up All Night thing that USA used to do, that movie thing? This name of this residency made me think about the Up All Night thing. Am I alone here? Am I the only one? If you know what I'm talking about, comment below. Okay, let's jump into everything happening this September. Kicking off with concerts, we have a lot of festivals that happen in Las Vegas every year, and it's usually around this time of the year. Festival season officially begins in September, and the 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival returns once again to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, of course, hosted by Mr. Ryan Seacrest. The 2-day event features a stacked lineup including Ed Sheeran, Mariah Carey, Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll, Tate McRae. It's going to be a stacked event, and it's happening September 19th and 20th. The Bender Jamboree returns to the Westgate Las Vegas Resort this year. Once again, that's happening September 10th through 13th. It's a festival on its own, and it's inside the Westgate, so get ready for 4 days of world-class music and like a vacation, if you will, all inside one place. The inaugural Paradise Festival is going to be coming to downtown Las Vegas Events Center. This lineup is going to be stacked with standout talent, bringing cumbia-infused energy, rhythm, soul, and undeniable vibes. So be sure to stay tuned for more details, but the date is September 27th. Okay, let's kick off with the Sphere for the rest of the normal concerts that aren't festivals. Once again, this month, Insomniac and Tomorrowland are going to be joining forces, taking over the Sphere for a crazy EDM experience. It's a different DJ every night with lights and all the audio and the visuals. If you're an EDM fan, you really gotta go. It's happening for 4 nights in September. Do not miss it this month. And once again, the Eagles are going to be wrapping up their residency at the Sphere. If you've missed it, make time to go. This is an incredible experience. The Sphere is just second to none. T-Mobile is going to be hosting Benson Boone for his American Heart World Tour. That's going to be happening on September 26th. Allegiant Stadium is going to be hosting Chris Brown on the 19th and 20th. Looking forward to seeing him dance again and perform. Venetian's going to be hosting Matute, the Disco Stereo Tour on the 12th and 13th, and Emmanuel on the 15th. Park MGM has Motley Crue coming back through for their Las Vegas residency. That's several dates, so be sure to check the website if you want to check those guys out. Cosmo is going to be hosting Chevelle September 20th, and John Legend, the Get Lifted Tour, which is a 20th anniversary tour, my friends. I hate to break it to you, we're getting old. September 26th for John Legend, as well as The Strokes on the 27th. Caesars Palace has Ricky Martin, Livin' La Vida Loca, coming in on the 12th and the 13th, as well as Marco Antonio Soli. He's going to be there on the 14th and 15th. Mandalay Bay has Foo's Gone Wild on the 14th, and the MGM is hosting The Who, The Song Is Over North American Farewell Tour on the 28th. The Palms has Darius Rucker coming back on September 5th, as well as Raphael Sadiq on the 12th. Reek is also coming through on the 14th, as well as Mudvayne. That's the 25th anniversary tour that's happening on the 26th. Wynn Encore is going to be hosting John Batiste, the Big Money Tour on the 6th and the 7th. And Fountain Blues coming in hot this month with Rob Thomas, the All Night Days Tour on the 5th. And David Lee Roth coming out of retirement a little bit on the 6th, as well as Pitbull, who's continuing his Vegas After Dark residency the 12th and 13th. Brooklyn Bowl is always known for hosting wild and different events. This month they're doing Bop to the Top, which presents the High School Musical Disney Channel Bops. That's a family event on the 5th. Gimme Gimme Disco for disco fans who want to just dance all night. You can hang out there on the 6th. And then Tribal Seeds and The Movement are coming in for their Coast to Coast Summer Tour on the 11th. Cuco, the riding tour, is going to be riding it out over there on the 13th as well. They always have a wide variety of things to do, so check out Brooklyn Bowl online. Planet Hollywood has a stacked schedule this month, starting with Grupo Duelo on the 12th, Cello on the 13th, Ramon Ayala on the 15th, and then Falling in Reverse, God as a Weapon tour on the 26th. And that is just a small bite of what they have going on. Be sure to check their website. House of Blues is hosting Santa Gold on the 9th and Josh Tatofi on the 12th. Also, if you've been wanting to catch Mr. Santana himself, the Greatest Hits Live is happening on several dates throughout the month at House of Blues. MGM Grand is going to be hosting Little John on the 12th and the 20th, and Palomazo Norteño on the 14th. Jeff Chang World Tour is going to be there on the 27th as well. MGM Grand's kind of lining it up for us this month. Virgin Hotel is going to be hosting Common Kings on the 6th, The Fix live in 2025 on the 9th, and the Jesse and Joy Tour on the 15th as well. The Orleans is going to be hosting the Pointer Sisters on the 5th and 6th. I don't know about you, but I'm a Motown fan. I'm going to that show. And then downtown Las Vegas always has really cool experiences, a lot of free concerts happening. This month, free concerts for the Downtown Rocks concert series is going to include Cracker, Candlebox, and Zebra. So if you're fans of any of those bands, go downtown to Fremont Street and watch them for free. Some other downtown concerts that are happening that aren't free but are still cool are going to be the Down South Jukers, that's a mouthful, Down South Jukers at Sand Dollar Lounge on the 5th, Firehouse at the Golden Nugget on the 12th, and Revelation and Bass Rush presents Jessica Otterfred on September 12th, and that's going to be at the Neonopolis. I've never seen a show down there. That might be one I have to check out. Dokken with George Lynch is also going to be playing at the Golden Nugget on 26th. Some local concert experiences that are off the strip that us locals get to enjoy might be of interest to you. Herman's Hermits is going to be starring Peter Noon on the 5th through the 7th over at the South Point. Kenny Rogers Band featuring Don Gatelin is going to be on the 12th to the 14th at the South Point. And the Righteous Brothers featuring Bill Medley and Bucky Hurd are also going to be at the South Point on the 25th. South Point always brings the heat when it comes to concerts. Midland is going to be playing on September 13th at Red Rock. And Otmar Liebert and Luna Negra are going to be at Boulder Station on the 5th. If you're a fan of the Struts, they're going to be playing at the Durango Station on the 12th of September, along with Band of Horses and Iron and Wine on the 27th. Durango's a station casino property as well. They're bringing the heat, and it's out by their pool area, so it's super nice. Foghat Fool for the City 50th anniversary is going to be happening on the 13th over at the Cannery Casino. And All for One is going to be playing at Silverton on the 26th. Okay, let's move on to comedy. We know that's one of my favorite sections of this video. Caesar's Palace is always good about hosting Mr. Jerry Seinfeld. He comes through quite often. He's going to be here this month on the 5th and the 6th. Cosmo has, once again, Mr. Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias live, Large and in Charge, September 12th and 13th. And the Wynn Encore is going to have Mr. Chris Tucker himself coming around the 26th and the 27th. If you're a fan of the Venetian Palazzo theaters and all the stuff that they do over there, you can check David Spade and Nikki Glaser on the 5th and the 6th, as well as Alfred Robles, the Band in the USA tour, on the 12th. Teo Gonzalez and Mario Aguilar are going to be there on the 13th, and Sam Morrill for the Errors Tour are going to be there on the 19th. Also, I don't know if you're a fan, I know I am, Jay and Silent Bob are coming through. It's going to be fun. They're going to be there on the 20th, as well as Tamua, the Chi-Ho Tour, or the Chi-Hu Tour, not really sure what to call it, is going to be there on the 27th. Lastly, the LOL Podcast presents the Laugh Out Loud World Tour. That's happening on the 28th. They have lined that up this month. It's going to be pretty fun. MGM is going to be hosting Felipe Esparza on the 12th and 13th, as well as Howie Mandel and Arsenio Hall on the 20th. I'm a huge Arsenio Hall fan from back in the day. That would be kind of fun. Virgin Hotel is going to be hosting the hilariously inappropriate Drag Queen Bingo on the 4th, as well as Brincos Dieras on the 13th. If you want to get off the strip for some comedy, check out Wise Guys, owned by Pauly Shore himself. This month they have a huge lineup. I'm just going to mention a few. Christian Johnson, Moho Brooks, Doug Stanholm, Rocky Dale Davis, and many, many more. Silver Sevens has launched what I believe to be a new comedy club. At least it's new to me. This month they've got Ron Feingold and Friends on September 11th through 14th. Robert Baril and Friends on the 18th to 20th, and Barry Neal and Friends the 25th to the 28th. A lot of friends. Silver Sevens has friends. Check them out. Okay, so let's move on now to like unique events that didn't fit into any other category that I really want to talk to you about. Get ready for the Tiny Homes Trade Show, where innovation meets lifestyle in a world of compact living. I'm in real estate, so I'm always interested in this stuff. So if you're interested in learning about cutting edge designs, sustainable solutions, or dreamers and builders or entrepreneurs who want to get involved in that world, be sure to go to downtown Las Vegas on September 5th through 7th. And while I'm talking about real estate, let me take take this time to say, by the way, I am a realtor here in Las Vegas. In fact, I am your Las Vegas relocation expert, your Las Vegas bestie. If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, do me a huge favor, scan the QR code on the screen. I don't care if you're just thinking about it. I don't care if you are moving in 2 minutes or 5 years. It doesn't matter. Let's get in touch. Let's talk. I really want to be a part of your journey. It's like my favorite thing to do. And I need friends. So scan the code and let's talk. Okay, moving on to the next item on the list, we've got Alien Bingo at Area 15 happening on September 3rd. They've also got the Las Vegas Anime Rave, also at Area 15 on September 13th. If you're a foodie, you can experience a once-in-a-lifetime culinary experience with some of the best chefs in the world, only at the Wynn. This is happening September 19th through the 27th, and it's called Revelry. It transforms Las Vegas from the entertainment capital of the world into the epicenter of the culinary universe, or at least that's what they say. Top chefs are going to gather at the Wynn to showcase their best dishes and a bunch of really cool stuff. It's 7 days of food, wine, and spirits, and dope experiences. It's a really cool event. Family Rave is going to be a daytime disco for the whole family, also happening at Area 15 this September 14th. And the next one that's coming up is a really unique event that I'm kind of excited about. The Las Vegas Philharmonic presents Bugs Bunny at the Symphony, happening at the Smith Center on September 27th. You're going to watch Bugs Bunny and listen to a live symphony play along. How dope is that? I hope to see you there. Okay, let's move on to sports because it's officially football season. We are kicking off another amazing Raiders season. Once again, in town, you can check out the Raiders play, of course, at Allegiant Stadium for Week 2 against the Chargers on September 15th and the Bears for Week 4 on September 28th. I hope to see you there. Vegas Golden Knights are going to kick off their preseason against Los Angeles Kings. That's happening on September 23rd. Super Motocross is coming in town for the championship finals. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway is going to host that September 20th. You can also see the two-time WNBA champions, my friends, the Las Vegas Aces. They wow us at every single game. Be sure to check their website for dates and be sure to support our champions. They have a ton of games happening this month and I want to see you there. UNLV is going to be hosting the Bruins at Allegiant Stadium on September 6th. And the Arena Wars Fighting Series is going to be bringing you another action-packed night of MMA cage fighting and caged kickboxing, September 27th inside the Orleans Casino. Canelo versus Crawford is going to be an awesome boxing event happening at Allegiant Stadium. Don't miss it. If you like boxing, go to Allegiant for September 13th. Make sure to get your tickets in advance. Okay, as I mentioned before, local is what I like to focus on because I want you to become a Las Vegas resident someday. My goal is to get you from where you are to where you want to be, which is right here in my neon hometown. So we're going to talk about local events and entertainment, and hopefully I can convince you that this is a cool place to live. Again, if you're thinking about moving to Vegas, scan the QR code on the screen, and let's talk about all the cool stuff that us locals get to take advantage of, starting with the Latin Heritage Parade. That's right, celebrate the rich cultural traditions and history and contributions of the Latinx communities at the Latin Heritage Parade presented by Fletcher Jones, Nevada on September 16th. You can also, separate from that, discover, connect, and celebrate local businesses at the Ready Set Expo, hosted by the Henderson Chamber of Commerce. This sports-themed expo is going to bring together hundreds of professionals for an afternoon of networking and resources for the community. That's happening this 17th of September at Lee's Family Forum. Night Market is happening again. That's right, you can browse aisle after aisle for beautiful handcrafted items at the Las Vegas Night Market on every Saturday at the Tivoli Village. Anybody who loves crafts or just local business support, this is where you want to be. The 45th annual San Gennaro Feast is back, and it's one of Las Vegas's most popular festivals, at least for foodies, and it's for locals and for visitors from all over the world. Each festival expects to outdo the last, and they always do, so don't miss out on the best Italian heritage celebration this side of the Naples, September 17th through the 21st. Dive into a world of wonder at Bubble Bash as it transforms the ordinary into extraordinary at Green Valley Ranch. Whether you're a bubble enthusiast, I don't even know you could be a bubble enthusiast, or a science lover, just looking for a great time, Bubble Bash is the place to be for locals this month, and that's going to be happening on the 28th at Green Valley Ranch. Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire returns to Las Vegas. Do not miss the opportunity to watch your favorite Hot Wheels monster trucks September 13th through 14th. Super Summer Theater is going to be performing Singin' in the Rain. This is one of my favorite experiences in Las Vegas. It's just outside of the city limits. It's amazing. It's theater under the stars on the grass. Yes, we have grass here, and that's happening the 11th through the 27th. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far, I'm super grateful. Once again, if you're thinking about moving to Vegas or you want any more information related to that, scan the QR code on the screen. If you're coming to Vegas, I do hope that you find a little bit of trouble and you make some memories, and that you make sure that you remember that this happened in my neon hometown and it could be yours too. As my dad always said, you ought to be having fun. Bicycle.